So our last presentation of the session is from Dr. Nikki Mackie from the BBSRC UK. So she's going to talk about BBSRC and UKRI funding, which are research councils in the UK. Thank you.
Yeah, hi everyone. Hopefully my talk won't be very long, so we'll get out for tea and coffee shortly. But yeah, I'm here to talk about just a little bit of background about UKRI and BBSRC for those who don't know much about us. And then any research projects that we've funded recently and upcoming funding calls that might be of interest to you. So yeah, the introduction to UKRI first. So UKRI, we invest more than 8 billion annually, and this is to advance understanding of people in the world around us and deliver benefits for society, the economy and the environment. But we like to work in partnership and to support a full spectrum of research and innovation. And last year, UKRI published a new strategy, so it sets out the priorities for delivering the vision. So it's underpinned by these 4 principles for change. So it's diversity, connectivity, resilience, and engagement. And UKRI is made up of 9 research councils, and each research council has published their own strategic delivery plan. So if you're interested in them, they're all available online, and they just outline the next, so to 2025, what our priorities are. And then here sets out the BBSRC research and innovation priorities. And the team that I work in is this bottom area here on impacts, and I'm in the integrated understanding of health team. So within that team, we focus on human health and then animal health and disease. And I'll just talk through some of BBSRC's animal health and One Health priorities. So BBSRC has quite a wide remit. So we fund research on, like I said, human health, animal health and disease, and also plant health and disease, and any developing technology. So that can include like AI and machine learning. So our One Health definition is to have an integrated transdisciplinary approach that will bring together multiple sectors and disciplines. And then we also want to address the health of people, animals, plants, and also the environment. And this can include companion, domestic, and wild animals, but also like larger than that, so there's ecosystems. And a One Health context is particularly relevant to areas such as food safety, nutrition, the control of vector-borne disease, zoonoses, and combating antimicrobial resistance. And we always aim to work with other national and international funders and government departments. So this will allow research to inform policies and practices to hopefully mitigate these zoonotic threats. But also this approach can underline a lot of different research areas. So other research areas that we're interested in is like healthy ageing and animal welfare. And then just to highlight some animal health priorities, this priority covers diseases that undermine sustainability of livestock and include like a range of any species of importance. And research will hopefully inform fundamental understanding of host, pathogen and their interactions. But we also want to develop intervention strategies. So for example, that could be developing new vaccines or diagnostics that will lead to prevention and control of disease. And just to highlight the strategic delivery plan and the scope for that. So future funding programmes we want to address anything related to food, animal health and welfare, climate smart agriculture and breeding. So that's related to animal health, but we also have some plant health priorities as well. And as I said before, we want to facilitate the development and validation of new transformative tools. And one of the big themes at the minute, so there's UKRI have 5 strategic themes, and one of the big themes at BBSRC is the tackling infection theme, and approximately this will be about £75 million from 2023 to 2029, and we aim to better prepare for future disease epidemics and more effectively tackle antimicrobial resistance. So to do this, it's split into these 3 categories. So one of the ways we'll do this is the tackling infections, flagships and epidemic preparedness. I'll talk a little bit about that later. And then there's also the tackling infections flagship on antimicrobial resistance. And then this amplification part, this is what research is going on right now that we fund that we could invest more in. And yeah, I won't go into these in detail, but just to show some of the funding that we have given out recently in animal health and One Health. And 2 of these are rapid response consortiums. So the Mpox consortium and there's an avian influenza consortium. So there was a specific need to have these consortiums set up quickly. And we were able to do that, but yeah, that kind of came after what happened with COVID. So we realised that there needed to be a different way to fund research. But also we've funded 8 research projects on vector-borne disease. And then we are included in a few European and global research activities as well. So ICRAD is the ERANET that looks at infectious animal diseases, and BBSRC are involved in that. The last research that was funded was on One Health approach to zoonotic diseases, and there was 10 research projects funded in that. And yeah, the next part is just 2 upcoming research calls that might be of interest to you. So one of these is a UK-US partnership, and it's looking at the ecology and evolution of infectious disease. So the main thing that we are looking at here is to support research on ecological, evolutionary and social drivers that influence the transmission dynamics of infectious disease. So you can see there that we are particularly interested in plant health, avian influenza, mycology, antifungal and antihelminthic resistance and resistance evolution. But if your research project is looking at the transmission dynamics of infectious disease in animals, humans or plants, it is within remit. So they're all included in this. And the call is actually run by NSF in the US, but the UK component, you put in an application through BBSRC as well. And the closing date for that is the 15th of November. And then these flagships that I spoke about earlier, so the first one, which is the epidemic preparedness, there's seed funding, there's a pre-announcement for seed funding at the minute, and that's to build interdisciplinary teams and develop research ideas to tackle epidemic diseases of human, animal and plant origin. So the idea is to bring different teams together that span different UKRI councils. But this is only the first phase of funding. So there will be a second phase that will actually look at more investing money in research programs. And for this, so it's not like you have to apply to stage 1 to then be able to apply for stage 2. You can apply for stage 2 without going through this first phase. But there's a webinar in October to talk about it in more detail. And just to say that all of our funding opportunities are available on the UKRI funding finder. So you can go on there and you can set up alerts as well to let you know when there's anything new comes out. But yeah, thank you. If you have any questions, let me know.
Thank you very much, Nikki. Any questions from the audience? Can I just ask about you working across with the other research councils like the MRC?
Yeah.
If projects fall in the middle?
Yeah, we work quite closely with the MRC, NERC as well, and yeah, the different research councils.
Yeah, so would you get something that could be funded by both, or one council will take it?
Yeah, so if it falls within remit, we tend to talk to each other and see if one of us should take it or if we should co-fund. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, thanks. If there are no questions then, I think we can go to the break. And could people please be back by 11 o'clock? Thanks very much.